Jack it up.
Hey there guys, it is Steven from MechaPuma, and today we're going to be talking about something that is a little bit scary, you know, the 2016 presidential elections, and why Trump actually has a pretty good chance of winning. So before I get on with the story, I would just like to say I'm not responsible for this whole idea. Other people did think of it, mostly my Spanish teacher who was talking about it a lot today. I just thought that it made a lot of sense and I wanted to share it with you guys because let's be honest, it is scary to think that Trump actually has a decent chance of winning this election. So I'm not sure if everybody watching this is completely aware of the situation here, because I know a lot of you guys are not from the United States, and only people in the United States really know 100% about this election. And I know some people somewhere else definitely know a lot about the election, you know, maybe people around the United States, but some of you guys might not. So let me fill you in on this thing, basically. So Donald Trump, or Trump for short, he used to be named Donald Trump, interesting fact. Pretty much, he's a politician who has absolutely no fucking experience with all of this shit, and he's running for president. Whoopee, that's gonna go really fucking well. And he's a racist. He wants all the Mexicans out and all the illegal immigrants, everybody out. He never really thinks about their feelings. He never really considers them as people. He just kind of thinks of them as nuisances. So moving on to Hillary Clinton, who is basically the opposite of him, only she's not exactly the greatest choice either, because she apparently lied about a lot of stuff, or a little stuff, I'm not sure. But if somebody's going to lie and they're running for president, that's not necessarily a great combo either. Like, that's not the wombo combo, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. But anyway, there's another opponent to Donald Trump called Bernie Sanders, and basically he is falling pretty far behind Hillary Clinton, but he still decides not to give up because, let's just be honest, it's pretty tempting to think that, you know, oh, I could become president if I could just keep trying. But, you know, the reality is, sadly for Bernie Sanders, which, in my opinion, he's kind of the best guy out of all those three to pick from, yeah, Hillary Clinton's definitely a guy. My English man. But anyway, Bernie Sanders is falling behind her, and I really hoped that wouldn't happen. I mean, I did originally go with Hillary Clinton because she seemed trustworthy. But after I heard she lied about shit, I just switched over to Bernie Sanders because I'm like, Bernie doesn't lie. I mean, at least he's a truthful guy. That rhymed. Holy shit, that rhymed as well. He's a truthful guy, and he's actually honest about things. And to be fair, he does have a lot of good points, and we need to change a lot of the stuff in society that he's talking about. We need to make it more equal and fair. I'm all with him there. That also rhymed. What is with me? But to be honest, he is actually unintentionally helping Trump win the election. That's right. If you actually look at it from this point, which I think it was actually pretty genius of my Spanish teacher for coming up with this theory. If you look at it from this point, he is stealing the votes from Hillary Clinton, because instead of having one option to vote against Trump, which is Hillary Clinton, they now have two options, meaning that the only person people can vote for on the Republican side is Trump, but they can vote for two people on the Democratic side, which means that if they combined forces, they would probably dominate Trump. But since they're separate forces right now, they're actually both taking votes from each other, meaning that it's going to be really hard to try to beat Trump, even though Hillary Clinton has done it by like 1% somehow. Yeah, if you think about it like that, that's a little bit of an ominous thought, because they could combine forces, but Bernie Sanders is being a bit stubborn, and he wants to just keep going because he still sees a chance for him. And I'm not going to lie, there should be a chance for him, but I don't see that high of a chance for him. There's always a chance to do things in life, guys. Don't get me wrong. It's the percent chance you have that you actually have to analyze before you go into things. Like, I'm sure Bernie Sanders thinks he has way higher of a chance of actually beating Hillary and Donald Trump than he really does. Because let's be honest, that's how we all think, you know? I mean, I'm relating this, don't get me wrong, to something much more serious. I'm relating this YouTube thing to something much more serious, but let me just say something. When I started YouTube, I thought I was just gonna blow up instantly because I saw a lot of other people doing it, but to be honest, I didn't, because my videos were shit back then. This was 5 years ago, by the way. I was young, so don't judge me too bad. But yeah, so I was young and I thought I was gonna blow up. Little did I know that that was like not even a 1% chance of happening. That's like a 0.01 or a 0.001, something fucking like that. Like, Jesus, that is a very slim chance. But that kind of relates to this, in my opinion. Probably not yours, because it's random. random, and I obviously just thought it up now. And I'm pretty sure Bernie Sanders is anything from a bad guy, but let's be honest, guys, he is overestimating the votes he has. But if him and Hillary Clinton actually combined forces, we'd have a lot better of a chance of winning against Trump, or at least for us Democrats we would. Now, Trump also starts a lot of arguments and lectures with others, drawing attention to himself and actually sending people towards him to go take a look at what he's all about. He also has a pretty good way of presenting information in a really cruel way without actually seeming like a complete asshole, if you know what I'm saying. He sounds serious enough to make things sound believable. I still don't know how people believe the whole like building a wall thing, but I mean that's just them. That's not on me. I also personally think, which is probably a very favorite opinion, that Hillary Clinton would be a much better president than Donald Trump. I mean, the worst she could do was tell a white lie or something like that, right? And then the worst Donald Trump could do, well, the worst he could do is probably break the third dimension, but we won't get into that. Also, did I mention that he looks just like a potato? You know what? I actually bet aliens are voting for Trump. And no, not those kind of aliens. I mean like the literal outer space aliens, man. I bet they're voting for Trump, and that's why he's about to win. Because only aliens would support somebody who looks like they should be in a Viagra commercial. Don't get me wrong, though. It's not like Hillary Clinton looks attractive either.
Sexy! Oh yeah. Oh.
Seriously though, even if you do vote for Donald Trump, I'm not gonna judge you as a person, I'm just gonna judge harshly the person you're voting for. I just think it's really scary how we either have to pick a liar or a liar and a person who's gonna start World War III to be our president. I never thought the US would come to this, guys. I really didn't. And anybody who's out of the US right now, you know, in one of those free countries, yeah, you're freaking lucky, man. You don't have to worry about, oh, who's gonna be the next president. Well, I mean, I guess if you're in North Korea, you kinda do have to worry about who's gonna be the next dictator. But then again, that isn't really a free country, like, at all. Regardless of who you're voting for, though, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, because it really does help, and I hope to see you at Killer KeemCon. I will be there. Yeah, so I'm gonna be getting Killer Keemstar's autograph, and it's gonna say, everybody spam the chat, Alex is stupid, and then I'm gonna make him stop there, because I don't want to be racist. I'm also going to be getting some Killer Keem merch, that's right, guys, as well as using code KEEM to get a 10% discount on Mode Grass Flavor G Fuel. That shit's going to be fantastic, guys, and I'll be even more energetic than I am now, and probably create a black hole to, like, the fourth dimension or something. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and everybody spam the chat!
Yo, everybody type in the chat, Alex is a stupid...